Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Going into Enigma. Now, I think this actually benefits Taskin more than it does Darkgoul, because the Axe player may have the advantage in the fact that Axe D-Light does pick up on those platforms, but Spear D-Light leads into a combo and can also be a potential kill option. So I don't know why Darkgoul going for these platform maps.
Kind of scary, isn't it? I mean, you know, not caring, right? Just coming in all guns blazing and hoping that the mental game prevails, I guess. We'll see, we'll see. Either way, scrap starting out. It is, unfortunately, Darkgoul taking a little bit of early damage here, but onto the Axe, onto the super scary Axe. And yeah, I mean, the Teros, right? This is kind of what it's all about. As we touched on quite a bit yesterday when I was casting it. You're just sort of in and out, you know? Very well thought, well picked out engagement.
The taunt,
so much damage. Oh, the taunt's a little early, Darkgoul.
But you know, this is the thing with Teros though. He's hit him probably like 8 times, and now he's in kill percent. This one more Stomp Sayer is gonna do it. Darkgoul taunting again and again just to let his opponent know as he's coming back that he will only get Stomp Sayered, and that's the stock.
Yeah, getting a little cheeky already, to be honest with you. I'm kind of liking it though. It's what we're here for. Just into the orange now for Darkgoul, so really looking comfortable. But yeah, the kind of rivalries, you know, and these are players that I think maybe more regular viewers, right, of the majors and whatnot, might not have the opportunity to see every now and then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And if they do, it's like they've made it up and they're on a bit of a Cinderella run kind of thing. These are the tournaments where they get to prove themselves against players of their own skill level.
Taskin is struggling to find this kill option on Darkgoul, and he's just repeatedly building up damage ready with these punish combos. It's not just one hits, it is straight combos every time he whiffs. And now Darkgoul is going to be playing safe just so that he doesn't get knocked out due to that D-Sig. That was a very well-placed D-Sig. Now, Mirage does have these stacked options in both the Scythe and the Spear D-Sig that is a very consistent kill confirm.
Yeah, keep your eye on it, of course, moving forwards. Darkgoul just got to be patient again, trying to look for this kill option. It's not quite presenting itself just yet. Taskin's doing quite well at denying the weapons away as well here.
And this is what Darkgoul is all about. He is going to play safe, and he is going to get the punishes when he wants them. He will continue to move around you, and he will make you feel stupid at times. He will, because he'll just constantly move around. You see what he's doing. He's just literally moving around, waiting for Taskin to throw out a move, and then smashing him with a hammer or an axe straight to the face every time.
Yeah, it is.
With Teros, it's just so much damage. Look, he's already about to enter the orange after one more swing. Bang. Yeah. That's already light orange right there.
This is rough. This is rough. Yeah, I was just going to say, it's kind of just about picking the fights correctly, really, and Darkgoul's doing such a good job on that, and it's a great legend for it. Close for Taskin. Nearly on it, but not quite able to finish off. I mean, Darkgoul incredibly low. If you can get this quick and then try and deny some weapons away, maybe a chance to pull things back, but it's actually going the opposite way. That weapon spawn really nice for Darkgoul. And he's just coming close. I mean, sure, gets it with the breakdance, but every single touch that Darkgoul's able to get gets closer and closer to the first game.
Now you see, Taskin does have to play safe here because you're already entering kill percent for Teros. If he does happen to catch you with something like an axe sidestick that'll like carry you off stage before putting that force out, and he does have the axe, so there is an opportunity to get the stock early. Downstick doesn't kill, goes for the recovery, misses. Taskin has to play safe. He has to move around properly. Does get the dare, starting up a side string, cannot follow it up though. Taskin, play for the weapon. Don't go for anything too risky. Nice, build up the damage. I like it.
Just got to be careful not to get touched, really. I think it's kind of the dangerous part of this. Trying to bait into a little bit of off-ledge action.
Sayer,
that's a good catch. Big damage.
I would have done the same thing.
It's close, man. It is so damn close.
Down lane recovery. Taskin takes game 1? That was a comeback.
That is so well played. So well played. Great, especially that final stock. Like, so many great 100%. Finds with the downlight.
Because he was literally one tap away from any weapon, any kill option on both hammer and axe would have been the game. But Taskin manages to not only get consistent reads, but also just consistent damage buildup and keeping the pressure up on Darkgoul, which led to him making a very advantageous comeback.
Love it, man. Love it. I'm already enjoying this set so far. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of part of the mental game as well. You know, just immediately into it on the spear here. Taskin taking control. Darkgoul, it felt like throughout the entirety of that first game, did have the majority of the control until the very final portion. You know, Taskin pulled it back, right? But into this one, Taskin, the confidence is just way, way larger this time around, I think.
Oh, for sure. Because you could tell in the first couple minutes of that first game, he just didn't know what to do. He couldn't figure out how to break Darkgoul's pressure and break that neutral so he can get that consistent damage build up. And now Darkgoul's starting to take stage. And against a hammer player, that is very tough. Taskin opting to go with the spear here. Interesting option. Recovery. Take the stage. Oh, that N-Sig was very risky and gets hit with a Sair. That's going to confirm the first stock.
Yeah, feeling a little bit desperate in places. Taskin's got to be careful. That Sig especially just felt, you know, ill-advised, really. Trying to go for the down Sig there as well. Might not have caught it, but there was just the first couple of start frames from it. He's still trying to go for it. I don't know if I'm a fan, you know, few too many Sigs from Taskin at the moment, and Darkgoul is just extending this stock massively.
What you're seeing from him is that these dash weapon toss down, so that way the weapon doesn't actually go away from him. It's like a throw bait. It has led to him getting, like, Taskin just getting shaken up and not knowing what to do, and then he's just getting so many free punishes from that. And now he's in kill percent. This is a stomp Sair away from being pretty much gone. Oh, 100% now.
Yeah, this is rough. This is very rough for Taskin. Trying to get it in unarmed. Darkgoul maybe. Oh, jumping the gun a little bit. The dodge is so well timed. And the nair on the immediate pickup. Like, even picking the weapon up in midair to get that done. So well clean on the inputs.
Any lead here is massive for Darkgoul because Taskin has to overcome a full stock lead now. What weapon is he gonna opt for? I would actually, I would go for the scythe here purely because of the gimp potential, but he's opting to go for the spear, which is more of the damage build up, and then if he happens to catch the dodge, which I don't think we've seen too much of that from, like, off of a side light, catching the D light or catching another side light into the D light punish stream.
Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a hard call, really. Pretty difficult, I think. The axe has definitely been working a little bit for Darkgoul. Yeah, he does it again. It's kind of cool, right? To just, I think, get in the head of Taskin. Really, really cool idea. I'd be interested to see whether we keep that throughout, you know, maybe if we catch him again, or at the very least throughout this set.
Taskin needs a lucky weapon spawn so he can get this lead. He needs to get something. Silite tries to go for the D-Light rate, ends up not getting it. It hit with a recovery into an air that is so much damage. Weapon toss. Darkool playing the stage. This is a smart play, especially when you have the lead. You know, most people when they're in tournament, they'll feel pressure to do something cool, so they'll immediately throw themselves off stage. Darkool's playing it very smart. Does get hit with a D-Sig here, but look at that lead.
Yeah, this is so much to work with right now. Again, you know, the scythe, that gimp potential not there, so I don't know. Taskin sticking on the spear. It was the weapon towards the tail end of the last game, you know, that eventually won it for him, but it's just going to be too much. Oh, I thought that was it, but no, not going to be the case. Surely Darkgoul's game at this point, though. Taskin taking it high and wide, trying to stay away. Goodness me, it's coming so close.
He has a scythe. Anything can happen right now. Oh, dude, the Nair didn't connect. That's so sad for Taskin, because that would have been a big dodge punish read for Scythe that would have pulled him off stage, which would have led to an even greater chance at a Gimp. But that's alright. It's only 1-1. Or was it 2-1? Let me...
No, 1-1. You're good, you're good. Stay confident, stay confident, you know.
I just gotta double check.
Just gotta make sure.
Gotta double check.
These BO5 sets, man, you know, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games. So it can be...
Taskin still sticking to this Mirage. Very confident in the pick. Playing the 4 defense. I just clocked that. 4 defense on the Mirage. That is a very risky thing to do against a Taros player. As a 4 defense main myself, I would know. This is not very fun to play into. Oh! Interesting interrupt. And a Taskin there. Darkool not getting any good damage built up. Taskin is getting these tiny interrupts, which is just enough. But Darkgoul, all he needs is a couple hits with Taros, and you can see that recovery is going to be the Gimp. Yep. Caught him in the spear recovery, threw him into the abyss. There goes the first stock.
Oh,
Taskin always playing at a deficit, man. He's always playing to come back. He hasn't had a full lead. Even in the game that he won, it was a comeback. He never really had an established lead. Darkgoul just controlling this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just the way that it's been throughout. It feels like Taskin, though, you know, some players, they play a little better from behind, so we'll see. Obviously got it in the first game out of nowhere. This one going to be a bit tougher. It was such an early gimp coming in, you know, it's so rough. And I think to recover from that, not let it get to you, not be annoyed by it, and every little thing that builds up continuing to annoy you, right? It's very, very difficult for sure. So we'll see.
Ground pound, that's going to be the stock. This is a really good position for the spear dare.
Yes.
Perfect.
Gorgeous. I always love the dare on spear. It's so satisfying.
Oh, it is a very satisfying move to watch hit. Now, Taskin is playing in the advantage right now. He may be at a damage deficit, but he does have a good stage control, and Darkool is just trying to get a weapon. And it hasn't had a lucky break his way. Taskin has been denying it super well. But, you know, Darkool is fine with it. He's just going to build up damage in the unarmed department.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take any risks, right? You don't need to get greedy. You don't need to try and pull off some super sick combo to get you back in, right? Because he's in the ascendancy. It's all good. Yeah, nearly enough.
One more.
Surely,
yeah, one more
surely got to be good here. Ooh, trying to catch with a Sare.
Dare,
yeah, gonna get it done though. Yeah, cleanly enough. It feels inevitable at that point. Taskin needs to get rid of the second stock real fast.
Really quick. Really quick. And he is going to be having the spear here. Now, let's see if he can actually get the... Where he's been struggling with the spear is catching dodge. Like, whenever Darkgoul's dodging bad, he hasn't caught with the correct spear option. And it's just led to missed out damage and also missed out kill confirms. But he's looking really good right now. The dealer recovery doesn't kill. Goes for the exhausted recovery. Does not get the stock, but doing fine with the DC.
There it is. Once again, you talked about it right.
It's almost an even game.
Yeah, bro. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. It all depends on Darkgoul playing these early portions here, how cleanly he's able to get some damage back in, or whether Taskin can take over and just even it up completely, right? So,
missed opportunity for Taskin, and it led to a stomp Sare to his face. Sidelight.
Chunky, man. It's so chunky. This guy, he hits so hard.
Beefy. Just beefy hits, taking you different shades each time it connects. Try to go for the nair. That's a dodge opportunity. Downlight, double D-light. Here we go. That's what you need, Taskin. That's what you need to do more of. That's how you win this set. That's how you win the set. Stomp Sare, that's not going to do it. Has a dodge weapon toss. Doesn't connect Taskin. Darkgoul deciding to play it safe instead of going for the ground pound. There are some players that will do that because there's some people that aren't confident in hitting that last ground pound. And it ended up being a smart play because it did lead to him getting that D-light recovery.
Yeah, works out. He's definitely employed a much more patient approach, so makes sense to stick with that and not get too overconfident with things. But looking really, really good here. 2-1 at the moment for Darkgoul, maybe if you're just joining us. So looking pretty good. Taskin stealing away the first game, but the whole way through it's just felt kind of like behind and a difficult comeback needed into every single game.
Here it comes. Here's the Kaya. This is what happened the last time Taskin played. He went down, and I think it was a similar count too. And he whipped out the Kaya and then ended up taking the set. So this has been his pocket pick. Whenever he was down, whenever he's been down, this is the pick that he swapped to. And it's the bow in particular is what's really been carrying him on the Kaya. You know, because he is a spear main, but the bow in that last set. Let's see. Let me go check who he played. It was...
Suspense.
Yeah, it was Crag.
Right.
That was the set, because Crag, it looks like, played Mordex, and right whenever Crag took that game off of the Mirage, he swapped immediately over to the Kaya, and that's how he finished out the set 3-1.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one. I think you and I were talking about it a little bit, right? Maybe Taskin feeling kind of close on the Mirage, but now that the game...
Yeah, just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, now the game's, you know, the set, rather, is on the line. You know, you got to do something a little different.
Taskin with the weapon lead. with the weapon advantage. Playing a bow is such a hard weapon to land against. Opting to go for the spear, though. Interesting. There misses barely. Doesn't go for the sidelight. He's done that multiple times this set, where he just has a free sidelight to set up for like a punish string, and he just opts to go for a different move, and it just misses, and it leads to him getting pummeled with these punishes. And now, just off of that one sidelight miss, he's on the red.
Yeah, no, that's a really big pickup, to be fair, and I think it's something that maybe
Nice,
feels too good to be true, but when you land it, there it is. Like, and that is so hard to get out of course, without a dodge. So
there it is, double again.
And again, surely.
There it is.
Oh,
nice,
yes,
perfect.
Just able to get it.
Look what happens when you catch the dodge.
He's listening.
Two
He's listening,
double D-lights in a row.
You know, we're ringside coaching. You know, giving the feedback, and Taskin's listening.
And now he's swapping to the bow. See, this is bow is so good at playing the stage, and it's specifically against hammer. It's a weapon that hammer struggles against. The priority and the quickness that bow has. Look at it. Desig Darkgoul now.
So nice.
Now see, this is what I was. Taskin takes like a good solid lead for the first time this entire set.
Yeah, absolutely. Switching up to the Kaya has paid dividends hugely, and you can see Darkgoul, you know, going back to this super passive, looking for the perfect opportunity to punish. But it's Taskin that's finding them all. You know, it's changed hands. The roles have switched.
Taskin's spacing right now is impeccable. D-Light Sair, great positioning for an edge guard. You already dodged. The recovery doesn't kill off the top. Kaya defense coming in clutch. Oh, grabbing against Lodisic. Doesn't get punished? D-Light Sair, okay.
Will eventually.
Okay.
Just left a little too out in the open, I think. Darkgoul absolutely
Taskin was trying too much there.
Yeah, maybe, you know. I think feeling good, right? And that can get you in a position where maybe you start to get ahead of yourself. Darkgoul also just desperately a lot of SIGs, almost, I'd say the highest amount that we've seen for quite some time. Oh my goodness.
Taskin, you're playing too risky, my guy. Good edge guard positioning. Yeah, I definitely would opt to stay away, just because any type of damage here, you want to try to conserve the stock so that way you can build up more of a lead after you take this one. Nice, good spear in air. Keep him in the air, dude. Fish for that Sair. You got it.
That's what he's after.
Oh, dude, Darkgoul.
That's
He
such
just
a funny
stood there
little
and watched it.
Oh my goodness, Darkgoul just waiting.
He's like, bro, you good?
Just checking. He's not going to get hit by that, and then
licking his finger, checking the wind.
Yeah, something like that. To be fair, though, look, we're joking around, but he's going to come out on top, steal this away, because he was in the red for a long time, but this passive, jumping in, taking it smart, you know, it's really been paying off. Taskin with a chance to finish off the stock, but not able to convert. Definitely panicking here. And of course, the set is on the line. You know, yes, Taskin's looked a lot better in this game, but still a couple more to go if he's to take it. So I guess you can kind of feel for the panic.
Stock. Yeah, Darkgoul's second stock has been huge for this game. Absolutely huge. Just because he was almost in the deep red by the time he took that stock.
Yeah.
So now it's an opportunity. Taskin. He's put himself off stage too much. He needs to take stage again. D-Light Sair, perfect. Here we go. Weapon deny. Playing smart. And he's trying to force too many options, and that's what Darkgoul's taking advantage of, and that's what he's been doing this entire set. You'll see Taskin just approach him and then throw out a move, and that's what Darkgoul wants.
Yeah. He
wants you to make a mistake in front of him, so give him the easiest option available. There, Sair! Great positioning too. Ground pound doesn't do a good damage build-up. You know what? Downlight Sair on hammer when he gets it. It's gonna be the set.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. Absolutely, for the next, 30 seconds easily. Taskin got to keep him away from the weapons and knows it. Oh my goodness, the haymaker's so close. In comes the hammer, the SIG.
He has no options. Get him.
Not enough, no resources. Nice. The dare, that's got to be it. Oh, just another to make sure as well. Yeah, beautiful stuff. And there you go, we go to game 5.
And see, what really gave Taskin a really good opportunity to edgeguard there was that Darkgoul dodged up when he had only one jump left, so that whenever he did get hit with that D-Light Sair, he had limited options, and you have to be smart with the recovery in order to make that type of recovery back to not get hit. But Taskin read the options, got the dares, what he needed to do, and now we're going into a game 5.
Well, first set, and here we are, game 5, baby. Oh,
I know,
my goodness.
this is an intense set.
And the thing is as well, it's like Taskin, I think, absolutely deserves this. That first game looks so rough, and then the final stock, he just turns it around massively. And then battling back, you know, the game after that, it felt like maybe not quite there. Darkgoul just going through the motions, you know, and picking up where he left off. Sure, a bit of a mistake, but whatever. And then the swap up, the last minute kind of, as it were, swap up to Kaya has really paid off.
Yeah, the pocket pick Kaya. And you see, where Darkool really had the advantage in the first few games was in the mental department. And you can tell, based on how Taskin was playing in that last game, the confidence was starting to come back. And that's going to be huge going into this game 5. Because if he can keep that confidence, it'll give him a greater chance at beating Darkool, who's trying to win these mental games, trying to get him to doubt every approach that he does.
Yeah, Darkgoul really taking some time on this one. Not sure if we're going to get the change up or if he'll stick to the Terros.
I don't see a swap. The only other pick that I've seen Darkgoul play is a VOW, and I don't think he's going to pull out the VOW in this situation. I think he's going to stick to his guns, stick to the Terros.
Right.
And just try to figure things out, because it wasn't a bad game 4 from him. He had the opportunity to pull it off. He just couldn't clutch it.
Yeah, I think so, right? Definitely in sort of the crunch moments, as it were, you know, those super important, like, high-octane scenarios. Taskin looks a little cooler recently. Darkgoul at the moment just struggling it out. Very nearly did turn that one around, though. You got to remember, right? That second stock was pretty massive, very quickly able to get it back. So
huge.
There's so many moments here where it feels like it's shifting, and the balance just is not really decided, you know, off of that first stock or whatever. Both these guys able to turn games around in an instant, so which of course is the beauty of the game, you know. So we'll see here whether that continues. It looks like we're on a little bit of an extended one at the moment, just while we get some stuff.
Darkoul's really trying to cool off Taskin. He's really taking this, and you know, some competitors will do that. If you know your opponent is starting to heat up, and this has happened at LAN multiple times.
Yeah.
If you know, you have about, what, 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure that's what the allotted time is, where you can just sit back, relax, check your phone for a second, pick your favorite song, because you're trying to get that, like, get the hype out of Taskin.
Right.
That's what Darkgoul's goal is right now. Try to get that mental advantage back. Darkgoul is all about playing mental games. I'm not sure if you've watched him stream. He's a very entertaining streamer to watch.
Fair. I can imagine, to be fair, when you see a guy on the Terros, you know. Yeah, you see someone on the Terros, they got to be a little crazy. I don't know. He's a fun kind of guy, fun kind of legend to play for sure. So
now going into this game 5, what's going to be big for Taskin is that when he can't get into the orange or red without having a lead, because of the fact that Terros can kill so early. Because I'm very confident in Darkgoul going back onto the Terros. So the strategy, because like that's think about it. If you are ever at the point where you're about to get killed, you immediately get into a different mental state where, you know, I can't take a hit. I cannot get hit by a stomp because that's going to lead to my death. I cannot get hit by that lingering Sair hitbox. So you immediately start playing safer. And whenever Taskin has started to play safer, it has led to a bit of success, but also like gives prime opportunity for Darkgoul to do his mix-ups and lead to the easy, you know, Taskin will walk in and do a spear Sair that just goes right through him, and he'll just turn around, stomp Sair, stock, gone. And you see, that is the quickest bans I've seen Darkgoul do.
Yeah, I've been waiting this whole time, you know, airing it out and trying to get those mind games in, and then boom, just straight down. This is your selection.
He's like, let's get into it. Now,
yeah, let's
like,
go.
I'm choosing.
I'm ready. Yeah, game start when. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So here again on Mammoth. Makes sense. We've been here a few times. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just a few.
I'm excited.
Let's see. He's gonna play for the weapon advantage. He is not. Darkoul picks up the hammer, getting some good hits in. But Taskin coming back, creating separation after hitting the bow hits. That is a bow, like a good bow player will know when to disengage and set up for a potential dodge punish, or just straight up just take the damage they had. But Darkoul coming in with just these one taps that just put him into orange.
Yeah,
Again,
a little bit of a
these
different.
D-lights.
Feels like a slightly different kind of play style, being a little bit more proactive rather than just looking to punish, right? But also not sticking around for too long. Knows that he doesn't necessarily have to. I think the axe is slightly better for this in terms of weapons. You know, the Ser, as you can see, he's been using it an awful lot.
Yeah.
And there it is. No, it isn't. Called it too early, but surely.
Oh,
no!
He miscalculated his options.
The mind game's working out, I guess.
It is, and you see, Taskin's cooled down, and now with another deficit, he's gonna be. It's another mental game. That's what it's gonna be for Taskin. Good job dodging out of that, but you can see Taskin's playing at the side, playing scared. Doesn't know how he's going to approach the Darkool, who's on stage, controlling it so well with the axe. And you see, he's just playing side to side. Taskin hasn't taken center stage yet. This is just stage dominance right now for Darkool. And even when Taskin does get on stage, there we go. Now we're starting to see some stage control. But dare into D-Sig. Massive lead for Darkool. The Nair, that's going to kill. Yep. Yeah, wow. You deserve to get the taunt off Darkool.
Wow.
That was a great stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like you might lose this one quickly, but at the very least, any kind of extension when you've got that 2-stock lead is nasty. Into the yellow already. This axe is just deadly. And Taskin, it's gone boom, mate. It's gone boom. He's lost it, I think. Oh, I hope not. I surely hope not. Come on, Taskin. Get it done. Just get the
Taskin,
one.
You got it.
You've now got that kind of primary objective. Don't get 3-stocked. It's coming close, though, isn't it?
Any Sig can kill here.
Oh, my goodness. Stacked and nothing happens is always tense. Says not enough. Surely has the space. Trying to get the dare. Awfully close to getting knocked out. It's coming so close. Darkgoul's still somehow still alive. This is ridiculous.
He's one Ser. One Ser. Yep, that's it.
Oh, no.
Good positioning. Good positioning. Oh, he jumped instead of falling. That would have actually confirmed the kill right there. Good decision, but just couldn't, like, pull it off properly. That's it.
The hold.
Darkgoul with
that
the
is
3-stock. Mental games. Mental games coming from Darkgoul.